Hi, I'm Judy, and I want to share an important lesson that I've learned in my 43 years of chronic illness. I've talked before about the struggle that this journey was, but today I want to talk about one of the gifts that chronic illness has given me, and that is the realization that in order to have healing, you have to be a person who is willing to give love, to step outside yourself, to be gracious, to be kind, and to be giving to the best of your ability. The first time that I realized this, I had spent months in a dark room lying in bed. I couldn't stand light, I couldn't stand sound, I couldn't even sit up to feed myself. My mother would come home from work to make sure that I had food and help eating. I just lay in bed many nights wishing I could go to sleep and not wake up, and feeling so useless. The doctors had told me there was nothing wrong with me, but there I was, months in this dark room, needing help with everything. And in the midst of feeling useless, I realized that the one thing that I could still do is give love and be loving toward people. And I made a decision in that moment that that was the thing that I could always do, is to give love and be loving and to be gracious and to be appreciative and to be generous with who I was when I had nothing else. Because this illness has devastated me physically, financially. It's hard to do things for others. I had no money to give. I'd sold my house for medical treatment, but I could be gracious and I could be loving. And through practicing that, the most amazing miracles have come into my life. My youngest brother, Bart, has given so much emotionally, financially. My mother, too, has taken care of me. I've lived with her now for 10 years. She hasn't stopped or hesitated once when I've needed money for care. She's been there, as has my brother. I wouldn't be alive without their generosity, and I certainly wouldn't have the quality of life that I do. And I think about 13 years ago when I had an accurate diagnosis, a couple years after that, making the decision that I needed nearly a year of IV antibiotics, and I needed to be clear across the country from where I was living. Someone I'd worked with and been friendly with heard my situation and called me and told me that I could come and live with her and her family. And that's how I became part of the Bergen family, my North Carolina family. And for 7 months, they provided my housing, my food. I lived with them as part of a family. And I could not have done those 7 months of treatment without that generosity. People have popped up out of nowhere, $100 here, an errand there, a gift here, a kind word, that have kept me going when I thought that I couldn't take another step. I've had medical care, housing, all kinds of things made possible and gifted to me, and all that I've been able to do is be loving and gracious and kind and give where I'm able. And now I'm here at Yucatan Health. Again, it's a gift. It's a gift to be here, to be able to afford to be here, to have the generosity and the love of Janet and the other people in this house who are on healing journeys, and the people who've made it financially possible. The treatment that I'm having here is invaluable. And it's not treatment. The opportunity that I'm having here to take my health in my hands and make myself well is invaluable. It's beyond price, and yet it's within my reach. And I will keep loving and giving. And I've made a promise to myself that when I'm financially on my feet, I will look for other people who are being loving and gracious when that's all they can do. And I'll help them take a step toward health and wellness.